Here we go. Hello, everyone. All right. Welcome to Roland's Reviews. So glad to have all of you here with me. Hope that you can hear and see me clearly. Had to come on and, all right, the chat. I hope everyone can hear and see me all right in the chat. Um, Ruby, how are you? Florida, Toy Mafia, everyone who's here, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Um, Look at the title, The View. Now, I don't know how many of you watch that show. They are ultra liberal. Okay. I do not watch the show. However, I will watch snippets um, whenever they say something just totally egregious, something just totally off the wall, totally crazy. How you doing, John? And so, wanted to talk about this. And what are they thinking? They're talking about how we need to save America. News flash. Biden's not going to save America. He can't even save himself. What the heck are they talking about? And I'm just, you know, in shock at some of the things that they're saying about saving the country. Putting Jim Crow Joe back in office is not going to save the country. If anything, it's going to flush us even further down the toilet. In the words of Archie Bunker. How you doing, Beverly? All of you who are here, so glad you're here. Go ahead and hit that little thumb for me, which is, of course, the like button. And tell me what you think about this topic. I just think, again, when I hear some of the words that are coming out of their mouth, I am in awe, utter awe. And I can't believe what they're saying. And if you are familiar with this topic, type it in the comment section for me, please, folks. Let me know what you think. If you have already watched The View and you know what this is about, go ahead, type it in the comment section. How you doing, Baldwin Birds? Jim Crow Joe won't fix or save anything. That's true, right? Baldwin Birds gets it. He's had 4 years. He's done nothing but destroy the country. Um, he hasn't done anything to build it up. Now, again, if you've been here, he's done everything for people who are non Americans. Ruby, Joe has made us the world's laughing stock. Ruby, you know that is true. And I am just like, oh my God, what the heck? Those of you who have Facebook, Instagram, various forms of social media, please share this out. If you have Truth Social, especially, folks, please go ahead and share this out so we can get some more like minded folks in here and tell me what you think about the topic. And before I forget, so the channel t-shirts are in, and I also received my business cards today. So everything's falling into place, folks. How you doing, John? John said, I'm familiar with The View, but I don't watch it. Those ladies live in their own little world. John, they are not out here suffering the way average Americans are suffering. And they're always on here talking about, on their show. Like I said, I don't watch. Now, I will watch snippets when they say something totally egregious and I hear about it and I'm just like, I have to watch it because I just can't believe that came out of their mouth. How you doing? Leaning Lamp, yes. I thought the way The View portrayed the event was a shame. It was shameful. Leaning Lamp, more divisive propaganda. Teresa, how are you? Teresa says, I don't understand why people even watch The View. It's disgusting. It's totally one way, it's totally left leaning, total slant. They put down anyone who disagrees with them and even they've thrown guests out. I've heard about that sometimes. They're crying when they leave. Yeah. Why can't We have a difference of opinion. And sometimes people come in the chat and we talk, and I say it's okay that your opinion is different from someone else's. We don't have to denigrate someone. We don't have to call them, out of their name. We can still have an intelligent conversation. What happened? Can we please go back to those days, people? Florida. Yeah, exactly. And so I just I can't believe half of the things that they say. And the pictures that they tried to, zoom in on, then they were trying to say it wasn't a black church. And I cannot believe all the things, especially Joyless Reed on her show, Readout. Oh my God. Um, Ruby said the Cackling Hen Show, aka The View, it's a cesspool of ignorance. Ruby, exactly. It's a cesspool of intolerance. We could go on, right? Um, and so this is what they do. Why anyone would go on there and subject themselves to that, I don't know. So I'm just going to play a little, sometimes I play a little clip, and I'll be responding to you. And I also wanted to address, if you're familiar with Steve Harvey, I wish they would stop trying to influence who we vote for. If you're familiar, Steve Harvey made some statements. Actress Taraji Henson, she's making some statements. I told you, they're pulling out all stops, but they just don't know. People aren't listening to celebrities like they used to. People are hurting economically, and they don't care about all this crap. And I don't know if you've seen the latest ads. Oh, they're pushing the racism card like you would not believe. How you doing, James? On a commercial for Biden just came on. Okay, James, I'm so sorry you were exposed to that commercial with Jim Crow Joe. All right, so I'll just play some of this, folks, and then I'll be talking to you in the comment section. So yeah, they are just, oh, it's sickening.
And you know who took his campaign to a black church in Detroit and made his usual anti-immigrant pitch. Take a look.
We're going to seal the border and we're going to stop the invasion of your jobs and the invasion of a country. It's an invasion of your jobs. They are taking away your jobs when they pour in. Crime is most rampant right here and in African American communities. And more people see me and they say, sir, we want protection. We want police to protect us. We don't want to get robbed and mugged and beat up or killed because we want to walk across the street to buy a loaf of bread.
So one of the biggest crooks in the country and by that 34 counts is what I'm talking about.
Convicted felon, yeah.
Convicted felon is telling black people that people are coming for their jobs. This is the narrative that is being pushed to black voters. And they keep saying, black people are going to him. Can we look at the church? Can we get a visual of the church?
Of the black church.
Yeah. Now, I'm not sure that most of these people even knew where that church was before they knew who was coming there.
Yeah. And can you believe the audience just, sitting there, ha, 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 it's all funny. Unbelievable. And some of these people, they are totally brainwashed, totally indoctrinated. How you doing, Laurie? Teresa says, there's nothing wrong with having a normal conversation. We should talk to each other. We can learn from each other's experiences and opinions and be nice to people. Teresa gets it. That's all. It's not that difficult. Ruby, I wish all these politicians would stay out of these churches. Yeah, and so traditionally, Republicans have not. And then, of course, They browbeat them for not doing it. The Democrats have been doing it 60 plus years, right? And now that Republicans doing it, oh my God, let's listen to some more.
Come on, what is going on? What do you think is happening?
Well, I think that we see politicians go to black churches about
Right.
5 to 6 months before an election,
Right.
because they try to earn our vote.
Mhm.
I think they need to continuously go to black churches year after year after
Mhm.
year, because black churches have been sort of the bastion of the civil rights movement, and it's a political thing for us. You know, I go to St. Charles Borromeo. It's a black church. It's not unusual for the homily to discuss politics, and we have meetings after church. I will say this church is controversial. It's called the 180 Church in Detroit. It was preceded by another church. They don't want this pastor in this church. They're trying to kick him out. But the most iconic church in this area was founded in 1920. It's the Triumph Church. There are 2,000 new members a year and 14,000 average in attendance on a Sunday. He had about 300, but I didn't see a lot of black people there. And so I will say this. I think that I don't know how much longer we have to say, this isn't about black voters choosing between Biden and Trump. This is about black voters choosing between Biden and the couch. Okay? It's not about Trump. Trump has no chance at.
They are completely unwilling to admit that, there's a large percentage of Black Americans. Yes, we've been saying it on this channel. There are several who said they're going to vote the couch, but they don't even want to let it roll off their tongue that there may be black people, there will be black people who vote for Trump, and they just are not willing. We talked about, those of you who are new here on this channel, we've talked about it. They've said it's due to misinformation. They're saying everything. How you doing, Sugar Daddy? Totally oblivious to what's going on. If you've been here, thank you, Sugar Daddy. That's the word we need. We've been talking about this for 6 months, and they lied and denied. And so that now they look stupid, so they have to make excuses. Unbelievable.
Getting a majority of black voters. 81% of black men are Democrats. 97% of black women are registered Democrats. So this is what the scenario looks like.
Well,
and this fallacy.
This springs from a place that there is some evidence that shows there's been a shift. It's fairly small. 12% of African American voters voted for Donald Trump in 2020. 14% of African American men did. And so this has been extrapolated in some Republican circles to say there's a real opportunity to make inroads with those communities. Now, Donald Trump and 50 Cent have interpreted that to mean, oh, they like me because of things like I'm a convicted felon and they think the criminal justice system is flawed. Aside from being offensive, they're completely misreading the moment. This is a seismic shift that's happened over the last 20 years where a lot of sort of Bill Clinton's like core demographic of blue collar voters have started to shift a bit rightward because they care about things like trade, border security, offshoring American jobs, things that Donald Trump talks to, whereas a lot of more highly educated voters have shifted to the left. I don't think it has much at all to do with identity. I think it's a lot more issues driven. And it's why if I were advising Trump, which I'm certainly not, I would say putting a Tim Scott or a Byron Donalds on the ticket isn't going to fundamentally change anything. That is not why you've maybe picked up really small numbers of these voters. And by the way, the polls of people saying they have a preference for.
I won't subject you to any
anti-immigrant pitch.
I know you're
anti-immigrant.
Here we go. I know you're sick of hearing that nonsensical doggerel. Ruby, exactly. None of that smoke came Biden's way when he was at the African Methodist Episcopal Church filled with white people chanting 4 more years. Exactly. So again, we've said on this channel over and over again, double standard, right? And so, if you haven't seen this in its entirety, of course, I have this shared in the description box for you. And Andrew said, turn that crap off. He said that, yeah, some of you may be eating your dinner. Some of you may have eaten already. I don't want you to lose your dinner, okay? Because it is kind of sickening. It really is. And Andrew made an interesting point. I was going to talk about that. Cringe Pierre, yeah, the White House spokeswoman. She keeps making up all kinds of wild stories. They're all lies. And she's talking about AI and all these pictures with Biden falling and looking dazed, confused, lost, walking. I think he was on stage with I don't know if it was the Prime Minister of France or someone, and he was talking. He was talking to someone, and then he passed gas, and he was like, "Whoa!" He was on another stage trying to sit down. There was no chair. His wife had to whisk him off. You can't. That's not AI. That's happening in real time. So as you can see, they're already preparing. They're telling lies. They're telling. Do they think Americans are that stupid? Really? And so I'm just like, whoa, unbelievable. James, new home sales at the lowest point in 30 years. Great job, Dems. Oh, yeah. I was talking to someone recently. They were talking about some homes and how they're really not selling. I said, who wants to pay that kind of interest rate? And if you think about it, folks, the younger people who are really struggling, look at the people who are voting for Biden. They're older. A lot of them, they're retired. They have their home, their retirement. These young people. Mm-mm. And James says, no, here we are. Esteban, I wish I could give everyone a group hug, but I can't. That's okay, Esteban. We'll do an air hug. All right. And so thank you for being here, Esteban. I think this is your first time. Everyone who's here, please go ahead and hit that like button. If you have Facebook, if you have other forms of social media, do me a favor. Go ahead, share this out so we can bring more people into the conversation. Esteban says the resident in chief was shaking hands with the heir just last week. Yeah, and he was standing somewhere with his wife, and he just turned around and was just staring, chasing after an ice cream truck. So, this is fake. This is AI, artificial intelligence. No, it's not. So, if they think the American people are that stupid, oh my goodness. So, we know who this is. This is Joyless herself. And we know what she's about.
Manufacturing consent, a concept introduced by Edward S. Herman and Noam Chomsky in their 1988 book on the political economy of the mass media. Here's a clip from the 1992 documentary of the same name.
But when the state loses the bludgeon, when you can't control people by force, and when the voice of the people can be heard, you have this problem. It may make people so curious and so arrogant that they don't have the humility to submit to a civil rule, and therefore you have to control what people think.
In short, it is the job of the media, our job, to not just tell you what happened, but to give you some context around what happened in a way that informs you and helps you make decisions in your busy life. But too often, what the media actually does is create a mass consensus around the preferences of the financial and moneyed elite to suddenly make their preferences your preferences. This is especially true in selling wars and sometimes elections. In the November election to come, which, let's just be honest, could be our last free and fair election due to the machinations of a certain political religious cult, the wealthiest Americans have a clear preference for the outcome. Donald Trump reinstalled as president.
Now you see they're pushing this narrative. Republicans are rich, the Democrats are poor. Go check the bank account. So again, people who don't do their research believe this crap. Andrew, Reed shaved her head after asked if she stole Trump's hair. If he stole her. Ruby said Joy got rid of her Trump wig. Yeah, that lace front is gone. You guys are hilarious. Esteban, I love the mods. Esteban, I have the best mods on YouTube for sure. I do. They keep me rolling. Oh my God.
Mother Jones recently reported the following in an article about America's top donors heavily favoring Trump and the Republicans,
which reflects something we've long known about rich conservatives, their disdain for taxation. Mother Jones reports that Donald Trump may have lost in the Manhattan court, where a jury convicted him of all 34 felony charges of falsifying business records. But, quote, there's one place he and his party appear to be winning in the race to snag major cash from the richest families in America. For all of Trump's supposed grassroots appeal, as of May 1st, less than 1/3 of contributions to his campaign committee for the 2024 election cycle had come from grassroots donors. That means people giving less than $200. According to Open Secrets, large contributors accounted for 69% of Trump's $121 million total, whereas President Biden's campaign committee, which took in $195 million, got 54% from large donors. More broadly, the lion's share of confirmed contributions from the biggest political givers, the top 100 families, have flowed to Republican candidates and groups. Then there's something called hard money. This is the money contributed directly to a specific candidate, and these are donations that the federal government caps. In the hard money category, Mother Jones reports that Republicans took in 27% more from the top 100 families than Democrats did. In dollar terms, that's about $86 million for the Republicans versus about $68 million for the Democrats. But if you include soft money, the unlimited donations that the Supreme Court made possible through their Citizens United ruling during and maybe in response to President Obama getting elected by a 10 million vote margin, it's not even close. Quoting Mother Jones again, Republicans raked in a whopping $508 million from the top 100, triple the Democrats' $169 million take. It's a lot of numbers and data, but it may leave you wondering, why would America's wealthiest families continue pouring money into a political party that has stripped itself of its dignity to fashion itself into a religious cult centered around a 78-year-old 37-count felon and adjudicated sexual abuser? Well,
oh boy.
Michael Mechanic of Mother Jones, who authored the piece that I'm quoting from, has a pretty good guess. Biden and the Dems have spooked America's richest with their multiple and largely...
All right. We've heard enough from her. I cannot. And I won't subject you to that any longer. So anyway, folks, where are we here? I'm trying to keep up with your comments. Where are we here? Andrew, 6 days till debate. Joe's going to do great while they cut Trump's mic and Jake and Dana just scream for an hour. Okay. Andrew, Joy needs to be put in with Jose Ibarra for a month. Okay. Ruby, hope you can stream on debate night. Chat will be lit. Ruby, I will. Thank you. I will make sure I will definitely have a stream going. I don't know. I have to check it, but yeah, I'll definitely have a stream going so we can just sit here and laugh. It will be hilarious. If they will allow him to even, go through with it. If you've seen him recently, he looks like if you blew breath on him, he'd fall over. And again, folks, at this point, it's elder abuse. They know that man is in serious cognitive decline. And they're so greedy for power. They are unwilling to step back. And his wife, I'm saying, if any of us were doing what she's doing with him, as well as all of his handlers, we'd be in jail for elder abuse. And that's exactly what's going on, folks. Where are we? Esteban, thank you, dear. Makes an old goat like me feel good. Oh, yeah, Esteban. Oh, yeah. Keep coming. We're glad to have you here, dear. And so, folks, all we can do is continue. Again, I told you, I need your help sharing this information. I cannot do it alone. Where are we here? Andrew said, spoiler alert, they will pull the plug on Carter and cancel debate so America can mourn and hear. I'm still thinking they're up to something. They're going to do something, because there is no way that Joe Biden can stand there and string together, and I've been saying this for 6 months, he can't string together more than 2 or 3 words, let alone sentences. So I still feel they're going to do something to pull the plug. They know he can't debate. He is in no physical or emotional state where he could actually debate. And it seems like, his cognitive, each time we see him, it's like he's just going down, down, down. So I don't know what they have up their sleeves, but if they can pump him full of drugs or whatever, if you notice, he can talk okay for a very short period of time. But if you notice, he's been freezing a lot more lately, where even when he's standing there clapping, you can tell there's no one home. And it's scary. Everyone can see it, but the Democrats are so greedy for power, they don't care. As long as they have that White House, everyone else can crash and burn. And that's really sad. Where are we here? Ruby, Obama has his hand in Joe's back, like being the puppet master. Ruby, did you see the video the other day? Obama they were on stage together, and Obama had to go grab him and take him away. And then, they whisk him away and they're trying to hide, but we all see what they already know. I don't care how many lies they tell. I don't care what Pierre says about it's all fake and it's all these videos are being generated using AI. No, this is happening in real time. Where are we here? James, why so many commercials during tonight's chat? James, I probably have to go in and because I'm not using StreamYard. I'm using YouTube Live, and that's probably why. All Trump has to do is repeat to Joe, "You're an embarrassment to Bo's memory, Joe." Andrew, do you think that's all it would take? Leaning lamp. Yes, we need to call Adult Protective Services. Yes, they know that man. They know what's going on. And I don't care how many times his wife, runs up and tries to whisk him away. We still know what's happening. It's happening in real time. The only way I could understand it if he wasn't in public, at public places, in public, at public events, where we couldn't see what was going on. But they're still, I can't believe they're still allowing him to go out in public. And so that's why we're all able to see what's going on. Isaiah, who's that, my friend? I talked about with you in the email. Isaiah, give me a minute to think about that. Roland, the elder abuse is on parade for the world stage. I so agree with you. Yes, if any of us did that to an elderly person, we'd be arrested for abuse. And they're abusing him. He's just a pawn in the game. So, James, no pardon needed. You're right. You're absolutely right, James. Andrew, Trump spoke with that Maryland mother of five's mother. Okay, yeah. TA, how you doing, TA Cowboys? Haven't seen you in a while. Everyone say hello to TA. Hit that like button for me, love. Lori, Roland, I wish my husband was alive. He would love your videos. Oh, thank you so much, Lori. I'm sure he's listening and watching in spirit. Okay, so he's still with us. Good. Andrew, CCP is using Potato Head as a nuke on U.S. Okay. So anyway, folks, I wanted to share those videos with you because it's just astounding. And Ruby, I probably will discuss that on Sunday. Again, if you guys have topics that you want me to discuss, send me an email. I do not have an issue with that. And how many of you like Steve Harvey? Now, I told you, I'm sick and tired of how you doing, Fridge Reaver? I'm sick and tired of these celebrities. First of all, people are in such dire straits financially. No one's listening to them. Why don't they just shut up? If you're a singer, great, sing. If you're an actor or actress, great. Do your job. Don't tell me what to do politically. Steve Harvey, any of you familiar with the statement he just made? Steve Harvey came on. He was on one of those shows talking, and he said, tells Black Americans that they will not receive reparations if they don't vote for Kamala and Joe. Get the heck out of here. What is he talking about? We go back. If you have not been here, I did a video on that. They are telling all kinds of lies. There are no reparations. Stop it. I see what you're talking about, James. There are a lot of ads on here tonight. Jeez. And so, no. Really? No one's falling for these lies. People are hurting too much. They're not listening to this crap. Michael, how are you? They think because they got money, they're smart. Michael, we probably both know a lot of people with money and people with many, many degrees, and some of them are not too smart. Okay? And so, TA, right, we're dealing with real people issues here. TA, people are concerned about how are they going to feed their families? How are they going to pay their rent, their mortgage, their car insurance, all of the other bills that you have to pay, in a household? No one cares about this crap these celebrities are talking about. No one cares about this page straight from the Democrats' playbook. Racism, racism, racism. If you haven't seen the latest ads, oh my God. Talking about racism and Trump is a racist. So the rhetoric, the same rhetoric they used the last time, they're using it again. But people, like I said, are in such dire straits. People are like, forget that. I don't care if someone's racist. What is their policy? And TA, you weren't here. I did a video. Joe Biden's been making racist statements for almost 50 years. No one has said a word. Al Sharpton has said nothing. The View has said nothing. LeBron has said nothing. The Congressional Black Caucus has said nothing. The NAACP has said nothing. The Black preachers, bishops, and ministers who are an extended arm of the Democratic Party have said nothing. So I don't want to hear that crap. And thank goodness most people are waking up. They don't want to hear that. They want to figure out how they can take care of their families. They don't want to hear that crap. Who cares? And it's the stuff that they're saying, this racism. We were watching TA before you got here. We were looking at a little clip of the View. And they were talking about the Democrats are trying to be divisive, trying to split black and brown people. No, the Republicans aren't doing that. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing, Democrat. Everything that you're pointing to someone else and saying, oh, that's them, that's you. Oh, boy. James, those that can do, those that can't teach, no offense to you. No problem. James, I've heard that 1,000 times, dear. You're fine, sweetie. Those that can't do anything have a talk show. James, I love it. Oh my God, Andrew. Yeah, Biden said 2 times that Bo died in Iraq, and not once has he or cringe. Yeah, he doesn't know what he's saying. You know that, Andrew, just like I know. Ruby, anyone that can't tell me how much a gallon of milk or a loaf of bread costs, in my opinion, is insignificant to me. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That's why people aren't listening to these celebrities. Now, I told you, I love Robert De Niro and all his mobster movies. But that crazy, insane rant that he went on, talking about we need Biden to vote to save America. What planet is he living on? He's nuts. Again, you're an actor, so go act. I don't care what your political views are. I don't care to hear it. I don't. Gas is how much? $7. Oh my God, Esteban, that's a lot. TA, blacks are only important to him when he wants votes. TA, that's the only time you see the Democrats. They come, they get your vote, and then you don't see them again until it's time to vote again. And TA, I know you haven't been here for a while, love. Check out some of my prior videos. We've been talking about how a lot of Black Americans are saying they're either going to vote for Trump or they're voting the couch. They're done. I cannot wait. Boy, if I see Chicago flip red and some of these other places that have traditionally been Democratic, oh my God. Just think what we could do when one party knows you don't have 95% of the vote. Now you actually have to do something. Okay. Isaiah said, I agree with you, my friend. Yes. Where are we here? Teresa, I hope everyone listens and watches when the Democrats and Republicans are what they're doing and saying we need control over the Senate and House or nothing will change. I'm voting red for both. Okay, Teresa, that's a good point as well. Yeah. Excellent point, Teresa. And Robert Ruby said Robert Dementia. Ruby, are you a comedian? Oh my God, Ruby, you have a lot of wit. I love it. That's a good name, Robert Dementia. Yeah, Ruby, he must be having some cognitive decline as well when you listen to that wild rant he went on. Oh my God, Ruby. Teresa, gas was $1.50 when Trump was in office, and groceries were half price for everything. Oh yeah, Teresa, since we've been talking about this on the show, now every time I go to a grocery store, I start looking at the prices, and I'm like, oh my God. I was looking at, just canned food items. Now, most of you know I live here in North Carolina. A can of corned beef hash was $7. I said, get the heck out of here. And so, like I said, I'm paying, since we've been talking about it a lot, I'm really paying more and more attention to it. And I'm like, oh my God. James, the problem with voting the couch is that your vote counts for other positions in government. Yeah, James, that's true. Andrew, Trump needs to say, I'd be afraid of De Niro punching me in the face, but he can't reach that high. Andrew, TA, Ruby just left out of Walmart grocery, $90 with 7 bags. Oh, you were able to get 7 bags? Oh my God, I normally come out with 2 or 3 bags. Wow, perfect. Teresa, the Senate is why we don't have any control over the borders. Schumer wouldn't bring it up for a vote. Of course he wouldn't. He needs to go. Guys, we need term limits. We've talked about that. Estevan, eggs at ShopRite, $2.99. Wow. 18 count. Yo, wow. Yeah, that's something. And again, if we want anything, folks, I guess we need to go down to the southern border in Texas and come across with everyone else so we can get some money and some food and some housing or something. Because if you're an American, the Democrats aren't doing anything for you. So I tell people, you can vote for who you want to vote for. I won't call you names. I'll still treat you the same. But if you like the way everything is going and how everything has gone the past 4 years, and you want to vote Democrat, that's your God-given American right. But you're just voting for more of nothing. What have they done for Americans? Nothing. Denise, I love to catch me some Miss Rowe. How you doing, Denise? Where have you been, girl? We have been talking about, you see the title, The View. I mean, who watches The View? They are just mindless. That's okay, Estevan. You're okay, dear. James, do you want to discuss prices in Brooklyn? No, James. Oh, no. No. I might start crying for you, James. Isaiah, the debate next Thursday. Yeah, we were talking early before you got here, so I will probably have a stream so we can laugh. If they go through with it, I will be shocked. I mean, they're going to have to dope him up because there is no way. It seems like every time we see him, it's just he's just going down. And you can't hide it, folks. You can't. TA, it is sad. TA, before you got here, we talked about at this point, it's elder abuse. He's falling all over the place. He's freezing. And then I saw him at a church. He was at a church the other day, and he was standing there just smiling. Lights are on, but no one's home. And that's sad. That's the point. That's where we are at this point. Don't get started with the bags. Oh, yeah, Estevan. I feel you. I feel your pain. Ruby, you need an OnlyFans to pay for food in New York and New Jersey. Ruby or GoFundMe. Ruby gets it. Oh, wow. Leading Lamp, CNN will be doing commercial breaks for the first time during the debate and no live. No live audience. And again, if he goes through, I will be thoroughly shocked because I don't see how. I mean, if he starts freezing, they're probably going to pull the plug. He can't. How's he going to debate? And he's just going to be up there mumbling. Like I said, they got to give him a good shot, or have someone stand in or someone that looks like him, because I don't see how he can do it. Andrew, at least the debate has Trump and C3P Joe Stanton. We'll see. I don't know, Andrew. All right. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about. And most of you on here, we've talked about it. For God's sakes, we're not listening. Do not listen to any celebrities. If you are thinking about voting, anyone on here thinking about voting for Joe Biden, don't listen to the celebrities. Just go do your research. You can find out everything you need to know. You can watch my videos. You can watch other videos. But don't listen to the celebrities. Please don't. And Taraji Henson, if some of you know her, she's a pretty popular actress. She was the same person. She's sitting up here saying that Black Americans better show up, and of course for Democrats, in November, or they're going to take away Juneteenth. Get the heck out of here. Juneteenth? Really? People don't care about Juneteenth. How is that putting money in their pocket? How is that putting food on the table? That Juneteenth is not paying rent. So again, they're using something diversionary tactics so that you get all emotional about Juneteenth. What good is Juneteenth and you don't have food on your table? You can't pay rent, so now you're homeless. That's not logical. And if you remember, Taraji Henson was always complaining she was going to quit being an actress because she was complaining that she wasn't getting equal pay and that she was being mistreated. Get out of here. No one, I don't know, I'm sure she's probably a millionaire. She's been in acting for a few years. No one cares what you're saying. You're not suffering like the average American, so no one cares. Okay? And like I said, I may watch your movies, I may listen to your music, but I don't need you telling me anything about the how wonderful the Democrats are, and if you don't vote for Democrats, something awful is going to happen. I don't want to hear that crap. Something awful has already happened. If you voted for Joe Biden, and those of us who, like myself, and those of you in the chat that did not vote for Joe Biden, we're still dealing with the ramifications, okay? TA, yes, he needs to be receiving care in a nursing home. Exactly. That's what we've been saying that. Well, the name of the nursing home on the Golden Girls, Shady Pines. That's where he needs to be. James, singers today only need plastic surgery and auto-tune. Facts, James. You don't have to have talent. Andrew, Brandon Johnson in Chicago talking 500 million. Right. So more money he's wasting instead of taking care of the people in Chicago. Exactly, Andrew. Ruby, Taraji P is bitter, crazy, and misinformed. Ruby, exactly. We're not listening to anything she has to say. She's not struggling like the average American is. Why would we listen to her? I still don't see why people listen to LeBron James. He's a multi-millionaire, if not a billionaire by now. Why are you listening to him? He is not struggling. Everything he needs or wants, he can buy. Why would you listen to him? That's crazy. I've never understood that. Esteban, yeah, Florida is hilarious. James, I'd rather hear you sing, man. Oh, thank you, James. Oh my God. James, I love it. Love you, James. Teresa, I watch Benny Johnson. Yes, Teresa, I watch Benny as well. He's pretty good. And Stephen Gardner every day. If you haven't seen their videos, try them. Benny is hystérical. Stephen has people who know what's going on in the government. Very informative for everybody. Okay, Teresa. Yeah, now I normally watch Benny. I reached out to Benny on Facebook and I told him I'd love to have him on the show. I haven't heard from him yet. Yeah, he's pretty good. Oh, thank you so much, Teresa. Always glad to have you here, dear. I'm glad we have like-minded people here who understand what's really going on in this country. Teresa, if you have Truth Social, dear, please share this video. Share my videos out on Truth Social. I need your help. I need Florida's help. James, Esteban. Oh, love you too, Esteban. Laurie, I think President Trump is back on the ballot for Maine. Oh, okay, Laurie, because remember, they were trying to remove him from the ballot in Maine. And if you remember, Laurie, I don't know if you were here, I actually did a video on Maine. They were upset because of all of the money that they were giving to the illegal immigrants. And, you know, again, help Americans first. That's all we're saying. No one is anti-immigrant. I can't tell you. I've even received emails from people who say my parents or grandparents were immigrants, but they came in the right way. So no one is anti-immigrant. That's not what we're about. But we are Americans first. That's what we are. Andrew, Benny's short videos at the beginning. Yeah. Okay, Andrew. Yeah, I looked at some of his longer videos and his short videos. Thank you, Ruby. Oh, Badgerton, how are you? Benny probably hasn't responded because he is swamped getting interview requests from Barry Cunningham. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know he has like Benny has over 1 million followers, so I know he's busy. But I thought I would try. I still thought I would try to reach out. Thank you, Florida. I am trying to reach 10,000. I think I'm still being suppressed, so there's nothing I can do except have you guys to hit that little thumb and just share this, Badgerton, if you will. Share this video and my other videos on your Truth Social and other social media accounts. Teresa, okay, I haven't registered yet, but I have it on my phone. I just got a new phone, so I got to fix that. Oh, okay, Teresa. Yeah, Teresa, all you have to do is sign into your email, and then you can start liking the videos and subscribing. Okay, dear? Esteban, I'll put a plug in for you, Roland. I see Benny every morning. Oh, Esteban, yeah. Tell him that I actually sent him a message on Facebook and in Facebook Messenger, and I sent him a video, one of my videos, and so yeah, put a plug in for me, Esteban. Tell him I have reached out, but I know he's busy. Laurie, we're all Trump supporters. Florida, Badgerton, yeah, but Badgerton, hit that like button for me, dear, and that subscribe button. Laurie, I remember those videos about Maine. Yeah. James, you also have people of every color and economic status. Right, James? This is a melting pot, just like America. And so we're not against anyone. And I have to tell people that. Please don't take it the wrong way. We're just pro-America first. That's all. And again, you help Americans, and then we can branch out and help other people. Badgerton, I will share. Why don't you try to interview Doug in exile? Badgerton, share his link and I'll reach out to him, dear. Thank you. Yeah, share his link and I will definitely reach out to him. I will. Okay. And so that's all I wanted to share with you guys. Andrew, I saw you touch base with Common Sense Garage, but yeah, I did, Andrew, and I watched his videos. I hit the like button, subscribe. Yeah, I did, Andrew. Thanks to you. So yeah, folks, that's all I wanted to share with you on a nice Friday night. Tell me what you think in the comment section. If you enjoy this content, share this with family and friends, and you can help me get the word out. This election, I told you, leaning lamp. That's right. If we don't get Joe Biden or any Democrat out of that White House, you can kiss this country goodbye. I've been saying it. They're socialist, Marxist, communist agenda will be continued to be ushered in. So I need your help, okay, to reach as many people as possible. Unfortunately, I've had some subscribers to tell me that my videos are being suppressed. They're not getting their notifications. What can I do? This is YouTube's platform. So I don't know what's going on. Remember, we used to have 100, 200 people in the chat. So what can I do? Right? Esteban, we all came from other countries, but do it legally. Right, Esteban? That's all we ask. You do it right. And Esteban, you know, we've been saying you you take care of home first. If you have a family, you take care of your family. You don't leave your home, go to a neighbor's home, and then start helping their children. And then your children are home starving, no food, no clothing, no nothing, right? Ruby, vote policy, pocketbook and principles over party. Study the issue. Ruby's been here from the beginning. We've been talking about all this, not anyone in the chat, but all these people, the Democrats, the liberals, vote blue no matter who. Look at what that has gotten you. No, vote policy and pocketbook and principle, the 3 Ps. We've talked about that. Michael, amen to that, but I lost all my friends because, Michael, sometimes you just have to pray. And Michael, I've talked about that. It's sad that you have a difference of opinion, and so then people don't want to talk to you anymore. That's really sad. That's a sad state of affairs in this country, and I talk about it all the time. I don't, people that, family or friends that may not like my political views, I don't stop talking to them. So if we're no longer talking, it's because they don't want to talk to me. So I can't control their behavior. I can only control mine. I don't care if they vote for Biden. I'm not going to stop talking to them. To me, relationships are more important than political affiliation. But some people I have lost since I started this series. I have lost some subscribers that told me they did not like the direction that the channel was taking. But I'm still talking about it because to me, it's that important for people. To me, I tell you, if you've been here for a while, I've said, to me, this is the great awakening, particularly for Black Americans. They're finally saying, wait a minute. And I think this migrant crisis really opened their eyes. Thank God. Esteban, live in a house with no doors, like no borders. Exactly. Same thing. Laurie said, you're telling the truth and they don't like what you say. Right, Laurie, but I still have to share it. So, because so many people have been bamboozled and lied to and gaslighted. And I'm just sick of it. Denise, I will be sharing this one, Miss Rowland, all about Biden dribbling and drooling and freezing up on all the stages all over the world. Denise, exactly. And they can't hide it. Denise, you weren't here, but I said the press secretary, Miss Pierre, she's saying it's all fake and that people are using AI and splicing these videos together. She's nuts. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Andrew. You're doing great. There's inconvenient truths with, yeah. Thank you so much, Andrew. Yeah. James, nice. It's hot as heck. It's hot here too, James. I'm in the South. It's worse. In today's world, it's not differing opinions. It's different. And that's what I say. We all have a right to our own opinions, but we don't have the right to our own facts. Badgerton, I will vote Trump and grab 10 others to do so as well. Okay, Badgerton. Teresa, I agree that immigration is okay. Just come and tell us who you are, but you got to have the required identification so we will know if you're a criminal. We don't need more criminals. Teresa, exactly. We don't, but Venezuela, they unlocked all their prisons and told the prisoners to run to the border, and they did. And so they're arresting all kinds of criminals that people, and a lot of them, they're not having to go to jail. They're just out here committing crimes. So it's awful. Ruby, Mike, I feel your pain. Lost a lot of friends too. It's a lack of emotional intelligence, right, Ruby? Why? And Ruby, that's what I was telling you before. I don't stop talking to people, but if they don't want to talk with me anymore, I can't force them to talk to me. I'm not going to stop sharing this information. I don't care. I care, but I can't control someone else. 2 weeks with no White House presser than 2 days. James, in your private life, stay away from politics. If you want, go in the booth alone. Yeah, James. And like I said, this is a mission for me because the more I read and understand, the evil schemes that the Democrats have, conducted on America, period, but especially on Black Americans for the past 60 plus years. And I will not stop talking about how evil they are and their evil intentions and how they are trying to continuing to try to usher in Marxism and socialism and communism. And that is what it is. Teresa, I wonder if it's time for the Lord to come and rescue us from this horrible situation. Teresa, it feels that way, dear. Florida, when the bad apples knew about the construction of the mega prison in El Salvador, they crossed Biden's open border. Right, everyone, it's free for all. Everyone, come on, come on. So that's all I had for you. I'll be on again. Andrew, best case scenario, bloody man. Yeah. I'll go ahead and end the live. I've enjoyed each of you. And Ruby, I think, Ruby, I have your information because I have sent you something. And any of you who would like to reach out to me, my email is at the bottom of every video. If you want to watch the videos I shared with you earlier in their entirety, please feel free. They're in the description box. So reach out to me. Ruby, I just sent you, my phone number, dear, and I think you sent me yours. So if you want to discuss and debate some of these topics, email me and I will share my phone number with you. And Badgerton, please share that. Esteban, share that information with Benny Johnson. I would love to hear from him, dear. I hope all of you have a wonderful night. Ruby, I'll be talking about that subject matter you wanted me to talk about on Sunday. And you know how I do. I will continue to answer your comments in the comment section even after I end the live. Okay? All right. Each of you enjoy the rest of your Friday night. And I'm going to the comment section. Thank you so much again for being here at the Roland's Reviews YouTube channel.